Tomorrow is World Skills Day, and today the MISPA School is going to be hosting a conversation on youth skills, World Youth Skills. But before we get into that conversation, let me just give you a quick birthday shout out here. This one says, happy birthday to Andrew Sasu. This is coming from Evans Kohit right here with us at Citi TV. He says, wish him a happy birthday. May God bless him. He's a brother from another mother. And a happy birthday to Bismarck Amuzu, who is one of our sound engineers right here, a.k.a. Capacitor. Yeah, happy birthday to you. All right, great. Let's get into the conversations this morning. And World Skills Day. We have been joined on the set this morning by two people who I believe are very well positioned to talk about skills and the importance of skills among the youth. They will also be speakers at the event tomorrow, hosted by Social Watch. And I have with me Mabel Simpson, who's a team lead for MSIMS, and Kojo Esiama Ado. You know him better as Speaker Ado, lead advocate with Social Watch Africa. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Lady and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe it's been a minute.
Yes.
Yeah, no, these days I see him often because he's in the school. He's a patron of the school here.
Oh.
Yeah, so in the school in the corner here.
Your neighbor.
Yeah. But how you all doing?
Yeah, ladies first.
Oh, I thought that had changed.
Yeah, so let's talk about skills development.
Exactly.
Right. Mabel, from your background and your experience, how important is this conversation in 2023?
The world is changing, and I believe that where we've gotten to now, it's important that skills are developed, especially vocational and technical education. Education is taken serious because, I mean, the world is moving. If you look at Germany, for instance, I mean, one of the major things that's driving their economy and the country is technical and vocational, education and even careers in TVET. So for me, it's important that, I mean, we develop our skills as a people and as a nation to drive the economy.
Yeah. Could you Esiama Ado? Yeah, so what's your perspective on this?
Yeah, basically, we want to continue to advocate for the socialization of the child, basically from the home to the school, to the churches, to the mosque, and to the general community, for everyone to be aware that there are inherent talent and skills in every child. And so when you see a child doing something unique, you do not have to reprimand the child, you don't have to deny the child of that space. Encourage the child to continue to go on doing it and guide the child, because Kweku, there are a lot of spaces that people are filling these days, not basically about their academic certificates, but the skills that they do have. You can imagine Kweba standing here to sing beautifully. You can imagine the team behind Kweba, the sound engineers, the guitarist, the pianist, the trumpet. Everybody has a special skill. So we are advocating for everybody to be aware, for the government to also be aware, create the enabling environment, for teachers to be aware, to create the enabling environment, for our educational system to also be aware. You and I know very well that when you go to an ordinary school, and we have all been there before, break time, everybody goes onto the pitch to play socks ball or orange or some chenesa, and that is all that people feel that it is sporting or something skill. But how about we other people who love to read, who love to sing? What spaces have been created within our educational system for us to be able to also exhibit our skills and talent? And that is why we are having this conversation. It's very key.
This year's theme is your skill is an asset to self and national development.
Yes.
What's your perspective on this? Your skill, Mabel, your skill is an asset to self and national development?
I mean, every human being needs to work for daily bread, right? So if you're able to develop your skill, you're going to be able to put daily bread together for yourself, for your community, for your family, and for the nation as well. And then if you look at our national development, we need skills. We need skilled people to make our clothing. We need skilled people to make our books. We need skilled people to, help in the factories to make our cars. We need people to entertain us. We need people to, in every aspect of our lives.
Yeah.
So it's just not even about you, the person, but it's also about the community. Because if you're able to develop yourself or develop your skill, you're going to, gather the people in your community, employ them, train them, and that also transcends to, developing the nation because it's one person and then the community and then the nation at large. Yeah.
It's very interesting the times we find ourselves in. I mean, back in the day, nobody would finish uni and pick up a camera and say that I'm going to take pictures. I remember the time when, because I started in 2008, and it was almost like, what happened to you? It's like, is he okay? Is he normal? You have a degree.
Yeah.
You're carrying a camera for what? But fast forward a few years, it's now become almost fashionable.
And it
Even
pays
when
the bills.
a
lot.
and and it's become so fashionable that even people who are gainfully employed still take a camera over the weekend and make some extra money
Exactly.
aside of their salary
Exactly.
over the weekend.
Exactly. So the side hustle, so it means that this is something that is inherent within you. You just do it. It comes naturally to you. So if you have been trained professionally to do something, Mabel was able to quit her job in the teaching space and said that, no, I'm supposed to go into this because that is what she feels like doing. At the end of the day, if she was supposed to be still in the teaching space, this, what she's doing, could be a side hustle and make extra income for her. So she's developing herself and then also building a sector to also employ other people, thereby increasing the revenue generation of the nation as well too. Look at what Citi TV is doing. Voice factory, swimming competition. You do a whole lot of things, and you can imagine those people if you hadn't created that space for them. Where would they have been? So we need more people to be able to know that people have skills within them. People are talented. Give them the space. Give them the tools to be able to operate. If their certificates can't fetch them enough money or even can't get them employment, at least their skills they can rely on and get something from there.
When is it happening? Where is it happening? Give us the details on that.
All right, so just this morning, right from here, MISPA International School, just a few blocks from Citi, your neighbor, MISPA International School, 10 a.m., Mabel will be speaking, myself, I'll be speaking, Diego Pakabeni, William will also be speaking. These are people who have passed through different sectors of the economy, who have relied solely on their skills. I mean, I do public speaking a lot, and sometimes the certificate, we throw it somewhere, and we use the public speaking to fetch some money. Mabel is doing amazing. She's I mean, when you talk about apparel and certain things, I mean, her name comes top. Diego is using his voice to also do voiceovers and a lot of things. So we want to go to MISPA International School, engage these kids, try to sensitize them. And if someone is probably sleeping on his or her talent or skill, hadn't realized it, we'll be able to say that, hey, you have this in you. Why don't you big it up? And it's going to also help you going forward. Kweku.
Now, when I went to the UK some years ago, what I noticed, you know how we leave Ghana and we say we they go do construct, you know, they go do construct. You're gonna just a little hustle to make a little money, you know. What I found interesting was that everybody found me weird at the construction site, because when we start talking, you see, you're different. it's like you've gone to school. And I'm not talking about black people, I'm talking about white people who are on the construction site with me. And when I speak, it's like, the guy it's like he's not one of us. You know, he's not, you know.
Ordinary.
So, but I noticed something. Their skills is what's giving them the job, not academia. And so they found me weird because when they find out I'm in university, because I was in university at the time, it's like, why are you here if you're in university? What we've done in Ghana is that, and I like the reference you made to Germany, what we've done in Ghana is that we are sort of forcing everybody to go academic. You know, meanwhile, we should be doing skills training.
Exactly.
And skills training is what every country that is actually in the forefront of building their economies in the world is actually about skills.
Exactly.
You know, at the end of the
Exactly.
day. So I like the initiative.
Yes, and you think we need to have legislative framework with administrative system, people who are technocrats and professionals to be able to lead the front so that such initiatives by the central government wouldn't become more or less obsolete when administrations go off. The continuity, the sustainability must be there. So if we have youth who are going into afforestation, it should continue for a lifetime. People are supposed to fix themselves into all these things. Imagine if we have a specific space for Mabel and continuously, government after government, her likes will keep on pushing. And what will happen?
Fantastic.
A lot of things.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So to this morning?
Yes, this
10
morning.
a.m.?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yes,
at the
Mispa
International
International
School.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you for joining me this morning.
Welcome.
Kojo, Mabel, thank you very much for coming through.